Trump wants to send every American $2,000. Are you ready for yours? I'm ready for mine. It looks like we're going back to COVID times when we were receiving stimulus check. Now, President Donald Trump proposes dividend checks for Americans using tariff revenues.
Dividend program from tariff revenue.
We also might make a distribution to the people, almost like a dividend to the people of America.
How much are you thinking for that, sir?
Well, we're thinking maybe $1,000 to $2,000.
I'll take mine.
Record numbers are coming in with the Treasury Department saying the United States has collected nearly $215 billion in tariff revenues so far this year. The tariffs are one of Trump's top priorities, and there have been ongoing deals with countries around the world for higher tariff rates on imported goods. The president said the first priority is the country's $37 trillion debt.
Number one, we're paying down debt because people have allowed the debt to go crazy. But, you know, with growth, with the kind of growth we have now, the debt is very little, relatively speaking.
So pretty much that's what President Donald Trump is proposing. After they pay down their debt, start sending between $1,000 and $2,000 to the American people on dividend check. In the stock market, for those of you that don't know what a dividend is, pretty much is when you own a certain stock, like let's say Apple, Coca-Cola. The companies pay you a dividend for you having the stock. So that's pretty much what he's trying to do or proposing to do. Once they start paying the debt down, sending money to the American people, because you got to remember the government right now, they're raking on all those tariffs that they impose in other countries. So they are collecting a lot of money so far, and whatever is left, they planning on sending it to the American people. So this is from Yahoo Finance. It says, in a recent interview with One America's News, Trump touted how much money tariffs could generate. So this is the interview that I just played. They'll just start to kick in, but ultimately your tariffs are going to be over $1 trillion a year, he said. That's a big claim. Treasury Department data cited by Fox News shows cumulative tariff collection at $14.9 billion so far in 2025. So they've been collecting over $200 billion so far in 2025. Trump says the funds would first go towards paying down the national debt. Number one, we're paying down debt because people have allowed the debt to go crazy, he said. The U.S. national debt now stands at a staggering $37.86 trillion, but Trump insisted America can grow its way out. With the kind of growth we have now, the debt is very little, relatively speaking. You grow yourself out of that debt. It's not a question of paying it. You grow yourself out, he argued. And then came the kicker. We also might make a distribution to the people, almost like a dividend to the people of America, he revealed. We're thinking maybe $1,000 to $2,000. That'll be great. Will it happen? Well, it's not the first time the idea of cutting checks from a tariff revenue has surfaced. Back in July, Senator Josh Hawley introduced a bill to send 600 tariff rebate checks to hardworking Americans, arguing they should share in the wealth that Trump tariffs are returning to the country. But even at that smaller 600 level, critics question the wisdom. Let's continue on. I don't think would be particularly good policy, Alex Durante, senior economist at the Tax Foundation, told CNBC and NBC. I would prefer that the revenue was used for deficit reduction rather than just cutting checks to people. Others warn such payment could stoke inflation, an issue still lingering after the pandemic area stimulus measures. You remember back in the pandemic COVID times, we were receiving a stimulus check, and I'm pretty sure that was one of the reasons the national debt skyrocket. So that's pretty much what they're talking about here. So what we know about the Trump's pitch for the stimulus check. So this is coming from Axios. It's saying President Trump has again floated the idea of giving Americans stimulus check based on revenue from his tariffs. The big picture. Trump is continuing to promote the revenue from tariff as they receive pushback from the courts. driving the news. Trump said on One American News television network in an interview that aired on Thursday that he is considering offering Americans a check from the revenue worth somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000. We're going to do something. We're looking at something. Number one, we're paying down the debt because people have allowed the debt to go crazy, and they will pay back debt. But we also might make a distribution to the people, almost like a dividend of the people of America, he added. If you go by the numbers, tariffs are projected to generate more than $400 billion a year in revenue. Axios' Neil Irwin reported this week. As of June this year, the U.S. has already collected more than $100 billion in customs revenue since Trump took office. Axios reported this. Most of that, $81.5 billion in total, is from tariffs imposed since January 20th. So pretty much that's what they raking in on the tariffs to other countries. What we're watching, the tariff will lower deficit by a combined $4 trillion over the next decade. The Congressional Budget Office said in August a substantial increase from its last projection from just June itself. Yes, but new tariffs are still being put into effect. Collections aren't fully matching what's been imposed, and a pending Supreme Court case could end up gutting the program. So pretty much what they're saying is they're collecting all this money because of the tariffs, and after they pay down the debt, they're planning to send stimulus check to the American people. But you also need to understand, in order for the United States to pay down the debt, it might take them almost a decade. Trump is only going to be on office 4 years. Now let's see the Democratic Party take over in 2028. What are they going to do now? Cancel all the programs that Trump put in place and we're going back to square one? Or if the Republicans continue in power, do you think they will probably continue with Trump agenda? That's something that we also need to think about it, because once we get every 4 years we get this change of government, there's no continuity on the existing programs, and everything gets cuts down. They start from zero, and who knows where we're gonna be at with the national debt. I want to see what's gonna happen in the next couple of weeks, if they're gonna approve this or not. In the meantime, I want to read your comments. Make sure you let me know what do you think about the stimulus check. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? Do you think it'll skyrocket the national debt again? Let me know. I would like to read you guys all. Make sure you hit that like, you hit that subscribe button as well. It really helped the channel out. Thank you for your support, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Stay safe.